Morning, all of you students. In the previous class, we are discussing derivative of one function with respect to another function. See one model on it before going to next concept. Still, we are discussing the problem. Sine of tan inverse sine theta divided by root of cos theta then look at this. F of theta is given this, and he is asking d by d of tan theta of f of theta. That means, look at here, his meaning is here, what he is asking is d by d theta of f of theta divided by d by d theta of tan theta. Look at, actually meaning is here, this is f now. Denominator you take g, df divided by g, dg, derivative of f with respect to g, right? F is in terms of theta, g is in terms of theta. That you write it as df, derivative of f with respect to g is nothing but df by d theta divided by dg by d theta. That means derivative of numerator with respect to theta divided by derivative of denominator with respect to theta. That means this is nothing but f dash theta. We will calculate that, and this is nothing but secant square theta. Let us say this is 1. That you need to calculate. Now f of theta is given. This we will find out f dash theta by simplifying this expression. So f dash theta you need to calculate. Now look at, we will simplify this. This tan inverse is there. If you convert into sine inverse, sine of sine inverse x is x. Now sine inverse I want to convert into this tan inverse I want to convert into sine inverse. Tan inverse means this is sine theta opposite by adjacent. Let us calculate this root of sine square theta plus this square, that means cos 2 theta. That means this you will get root of sine square theta plus cos 2 theta is nothing but cos square theta minus sine square theta. Right, the basic formula of cos 2 theta. That means this is nothing but cos theta. This is nothing but cos theta. That means this tan inverse can be written. This tan inverse can be written sine inverse opposite divided by hypotenuse. Sine theta by cos theta is nothing but tan theta. That means sine of sine inverse x is nothing but x. So f of theta is what? Tan theta. Therefore f dash theta is nothing but d by d theta of tan theta. As it is in theta, d by d theta of tan theta. So therefore secant square theta. So 1 implies what do you require? Secant square theta divided by secant square theta. So your answer is what? 1, like that. This is indirectly derivative of one function with respect to another function, indirectly given. Next term, next mode. Look at very important mode. At the examination point of view, very important mode. Look at, suppose it is given like this. Root of 1 minus x power 6 plus root of 1 minus y power 6 equal to a into x cube minus y cube. A into x cube minus y cube. Find dy by dx. This is the question. Find dy by dx. Look at, for these type of models we will prefer substitution. Look at, here x cube is there, here x power 6 is there, here y cube is there, y power 6 is there. How we will proceed is, this I will write it as 1 square minus x cube whole square plus root of 1 square minus y cube whole square equal to a into x cube minus y cube. Now I have told, if root of a square minus x square is there, substitution is what? X equal to a sin theta or a cos theta. A is 1 here. I am taking x cube equal to sin alpha as substitution, one angle. Root of a square minus x square. X equal, x is x cube. X cube is sin alpha. I am taking substitution. That means alpha is nothing but, finally you have to replace alpha sin inverse x cube. Y cube I will take the substitution sin beta. That means beta finally we will replace sin inverse y cube. Trigonometric substitution I am taking. Look, if you substitute here, 1 minus sin square alpha. Root of 1 minus sin square alpha is what? Root of cos square alpha. That will become cos alpha. And this will become root of cos square beta equal to a into, this will become sin alpha minus sin beta. Now write the transformation for this. 2 cos alpha plus beta by 2 cos alpha minus beta by 2 cos c plus cos d. I have written here also a into sin c minus sin d is nothing but 2 cos alpha plus beta by 2 sin alpha minus beta by 2. Now this 2 cos cancel. This sin alpha by 2 bring this side, that will become cot equal to a. That means alpha minus beta by 2 is nothing but cot inverse a. This cot bring that side, cot inverse a. That implies alpha minus beta is nothing but 2 cot inverse a. Now look at, alpha is what? Alpha is nothing but sin inverse x cube minus beta is nothing but sin inverse 1 y cube. This cot inverse a does not contain any x, any y. This is constant. Now look at this. This typical expression is converted into smaller version. Now equation you got derivative on both sides. Derivative of this is 0, constant, that is. That is constant. Derivative of sine inverse. Treat this as capital X here, this as capital X here. Sine inverse x. 1 by root of 1 minus x square. X square means x cube whole square into derivative of capital X, 3x square, minus derivative of sine inverse again, root of 1 minus y power 6 into derivative of capital X. That means derivative of y cube is nothing but 3y square into dy by dx. What I told, whenever you are doing the derivative for function of y, you write finally d by dx of y. That means 3 got cancelled. So what you are getting is x square by root of 1 minus x power 6 equal to y square by root of into dy by dx. That means dy by dx, your answer is dy by dx is, bring this side, what you get is x square by y square into root of 1 minus y power 6 divided by root of 1 minus x power 6. X power 6. This is the derivative. If you do directly both sides derivative, you won't get such type of expression. Okay, that will be difficult to simplify. Directly also you can do derivative on both sides, but it will be difficult to bring to this form derivative. After simplifying, it will get lot of difficulty will be there. Look at, for this type of problem, I will tell shortcut. This is very important problem for the exam. Look at, I will tell the shortcut for this. Suppose expression is given like this. Expression is given like this, root of 1 minus x to the power 2n plus root of 1 minus some constant, any constant, into x to the power n minus y to the power n. Look at, here x cube, y cube is there, here x power 6 is there. Here x power n, y power n, x power 2n, y to the power 2n. Shortcut is dy by dx equal to x power n minus 1 divided by y power n minus 1 into look at here x power n 1 less than that power divided by y power n minus 1 into directly you will get this root, this root, this. Suppose how to use this shortcut, you see the directly you will get in the exam. If same model will come, you have to do like this. So dy by dx, directly you write 1 less than this x cube divided by 1 less than this into the same root, this is the answer. Directly you will get the answer. You can save time. The method is we have done here. If any similar problem will come other than this, you do this logic by taking substitution. Very important problem this is. Next. Next, look at. Suppose you will have composite function. Look at. We will have composite function f of g of x. Let us say composite function is there, f of g of x. Suppose if you want to calculate dy by dx, d by dx of f of g of x. This, suppose you want to calculate. It's in a similar fashion you proceed as you have done. This you treat it as inside one capital X. So d by dx of f of capital X is what? F dash capital X. F dash capital X means f dash g of x into derivative of whatever capital X has been taken. This That means this is nothing but f dash g of x into g dash x. Here symbols are there, functions are not there. That same inside one capital X, f of capital X is what? F dash x derivative into d by dx of whatever the capital X has been taken. G of x means derivative is what? G dash x. If sin x is there, cos x you will write directly. G of x there means what you will write? G dash x. So like that, mixture of functions are there. Suppose take one example. If y equals to f of x plus 1 divided by f of x minus 1 and f dash x equal to sine of log x, find dy by dx. Let us take this example. Find dy by dx. Right? First we will find dy by dx. This is nothing but d by dx of this. D by dx of this. Right? So now how we will do this? Inside one you take capital X. So that you take capital X. So d by dx of f of capital X is nothing but f dash x. You write just f dash x into whatever the capital X has been taken, that we will do. So f dash x plus 1 by x minus 1, f dash is 6, x is given here. So in place of x you replace x plus 1 by x minus 1. That means sine of log of into this is u by v. U by v means v into derivative of u. Derivative of x plus 1 is 1 plus 0 minus x plus 1 into derivative of x minus 1. 1 divided by x minus 1 whole square. That means your answer is so this is what xx cancel minus 1 minus 2 divided by x minus 1 whole square. That is how to do for just like f of composite function. Next, look at one more example. Find derivative of f of tan x with respect to f of secant x if f dash 1 equal to 2 comma g dash root 2 equal to 4. Suppose look at derivative of this function with respect to this function you have to calculate. So this function you take as capital F of x. This function you take it as capital G of x. That means what you need to calculate, this is capital F of x, this is capital G of x. F dash x by G dash x. So he told at x equal to, you want to also write like this, at x equal to pi by 4. At x equal to pi by 4. Now capital F dash x. d by dx of this. D by dx of this means you take this as capital X. That means what you will get f dash tan x into d by dx of tan x secant square x. G dash x, you take this as x. D by dx of f of secant x. That means f dash secant x into d by dx of secant x is nothing but secant x tan x. So what is your required one? G dash x. So this divided by this. That means you will get one secant x will get cancelled, divided by f dash secant x into tan x. So here substitute x equal to pi by 4. Substitute x equal to pi by 4. So what you will get? F dash 1 secant pi by 4 is root 2 divided by f dash so secant pi by 4 is root 2 into this is 1. That means f dash here gm g just take g, only change g dash g, that is g dash only change is that. So now f dash 1 is given 2 root 2 divided by g dash root 2 is given 4. 2 ones, 2 twos. Root 2 by 2 is what? 1 by root 2. Root 2 by 2 is 1 by root 2. That is, whenever composite function will come, assuming inside one as capital X and proceeding basic manner. Next, look at higher order derivatives. First, we will discuss higher order derivatives. Higher order derivatives. Suppose y equal to f of x is their function. Look at first order derivative. FOD means first order derivative. First order derivative means what? We will denote like f dash x or dy by dx or y1 or y dash. This is nothing but d by dx of f of x. A first order derivative means what? D by dx of f of x, d by dx of y or y1 or y dash. This is first order derivative. D by dx of f of x, that is second order derivative. That means this is nothing but it is denoted by f double dash x. F double dash x means this is nothing but according to definition d by dx of this previous derivative f dash x. D by dx of that previous derivative. One method, one symbol is like this we will denote. Second one is we will denote by d square y by dx square. This is symbol only. This 2 indicates that it is second order derivative. That means this meaning is d by dx of first derivative. D by dx of dy by dx. Now look at this is not equal to dy by dx whole square. It is not equal to. Just a symbol, that is 2 indicates that it is second order derivative. That's all. No significance for that. This is not equal to this. Right? So this is nothing but d by dx of with respect to x derivative of first derivative. This is what? First derivative. D by dx of dy by dx. For calculating this, what we will do is, first we will find out f dash x and then again d by dx of f dash x. If you use this one, first we will calculate dy by dx, then d square y by dx square is nothing but again d by dx of dy by dx. Like that, any order derivative. Suppose we will see one more. Third, here it is also denoted as 3 y2 or y double dash. 2 indicates that second order derivative. 2 dashes indicates that second order derivative. Third order derivative, we will indicate this by f triple dash x. This is d by dx of f double dash x, or otherwise we will indicate this as d cube y by dx cube. This is nothing but d by dx of second order. Like this we will indicate, or otherwise y3 or y triple dash. These are the symbols. Suppose take one simple example. If f of x equals to, take one simple example. Sine of sine x, then f double dash x plus tan x into f dash x plus f of x into cos square x equal to dash. Suppose take this one, right? Simple. This is second derivative, this is first derivative, and that is f of x. So first we will calculate f dash x. F dash x is direct, d by dx of sine x. That means this is x. What is the derivative? Cos x, cos sine x into derivative of sine x. So this is the first derivative. Second derivative means d by dx of f dash x. D by dx of first derivative. So d by dx of cos of sine x into cos x. Right, now we will write uv. Freshly we will do the derivative of this. So uv means what? This is cos of sine x into derivative of minus cos x is what? Minus sine x plus cos x into d by dx of this means what? This is capital X. Cos x is minus sine of sine x into derivative of sine x. That means cos x. So second derivative you got. Now find what he is asking. So find what he is asking. He is asking this one. Means, so look at this one, minus sine x f double dash x is this. So minus sine of sine x into cos square x. Now look at tan x into f dash x. So this is sine x by cos x into this. That means cos x will get cancelled. You will get cos of sin x into sin x plus f of x into cos square x. This term will get cancelled. So this term will get cancelled. So answer is what? 0. Like that, second order derivative, just directly whatever required you find out and substitute for this type of models. Next, suppose we will give like this. Look at two parametric equations. Look at x equal to this, y equal to this given. Now you have to calculate d square y by dx square yet t equal to pi by 2. P equal to pi by 2. Now look at when parametric equations are given, how to find higher order derivative. You know how to find dy by dx. First we will calculate that. First till dy by dx you calculate. Dx by dt, this is in t. That means derivative is what? This is 2 into derivative of sin t is cos t. Sin 2t is minus 2 cos 2t. Minus 2 cos 2t. That means 2 into cos t minus cos 2t. Cos t minus cos 2t. So that means we will simplify this. Cos c minus cos d. Cos c minus cos d is minus 2 sin c plus d by 2. 3t by 2. Sin c minus d by 2. Transformation rule. This. So sin of minus is minus. That means you will get this one. 4 sin 3t by 2 sin t by 2. So similarly, dy by dt, let us calculate. Dy by dt. That means 2 into derivative of this is what? Minus 2 sin t. Minus of derivative of cos t. Minus sin t into 2. This. So 2 if you take common. This. So sin c minus sin d is there. That means 2 into 2 cos sin c minus sin d formula is what? 2 cos 2t plus 3 t by 2 3t by 2 c minus d. That means this you will get. dy by dt you got. First we will find out what is dy by dx. dy by dx is nothing but dy by dt divided by dx by dt. That means this divided by this will give you 4 will get cancelled, sin t by 2 will get cancelled. That means you will get cos t by 2 divided cos 3t by 2 divided by sin 3t by 2. That means what you will get? Cot 3t by 2 over. Till here we have done in the previous sessions. Dy by dx. Now what you need to calculate? D square y by dx square. After finding out, just this is easy. Just you write d by dx of dy by dx. d by dx of what is dy by dx you got? Cot 3t by 2. Cot 3t by 2. That you need to calculate. Now look at d by dx of, you treat this as some x. Cot x is what derivative? Cot x minus cosecant square 3t by 2 into this 3t by 2, we have to do the derivative. D by dx of, this is derivative with respect to x, not t. D by dx of 3t by 2. That means minus cosecant square 3t by 2 into, this is 3 by 2 constant outside, into d by dx of t is nothing but dt by dx. dt by dx. d by dx of t is nothing but, that you have to write dt by dx. That is not 1. If x is there, 1. But t is there, dt by dx. That means, now dt by dx you can easily write. Is nothing but reciprocal of dx by dt. dt by dx is nothing but reciprocal of dx by dt, you know. That means therefore d square y by dx square equals to minus 3 by, this is cosecant square means sine square, 1 by sine square 3t by 2 into dt by dx is nothing but reciprocal of dx by dt. What is it? Dx by dt is nothing but this. Dx by dt is nothing but this 1 by 4 sine 3t by 2 sine t by 2 sine t by 2. That means what is your final answer? Minus 3 by 8 sine cube 3t by 2 into sine t by 2. Now I am substituting. He is asking at t equal to pi by 2. What is it? This value at t equal to pi by 2. Now I am substituting t equal to pi by 2. If you substitute pi by 2, it will become 3 pi by 4. 3 pi by 4. That means sine cube 135 degree. Sine cube 3 pi by 4 means what? 135 degree into sine 45 degree. Sine 45 degree. So you know what is sine 135? 180 minus 45. Sine 180 minus 45 is nothing but sine 45. 1 by root 2 whole cube into sine 45. This, that means minus 3 into, so this is 1 by root 2 to the power 4. That is 1 by root 2 to the power 4 means 4 you will get here. Root 2 power 4 you will get in the numerator, divided by 8. So your answer is minus 3 by 2, like that. First find dy by dx. Then d square y by dx square is nothing but d by dx of dy by dx. Substituted, got written formula, and again d by dx of 3t by 2. That you write 3 by 2 into d by dx of t is nothing but dt by dx. So dt by dx is nothing but 1 by dx by dt. After that t equal to pi by 2. Like that, second derivative. చెప్పమ్మా. cos c minus cos d. అలా ఉంచి చేస్తే ఇక్కడ చేస్తే ప్రాబ్లం వస్తుంది మళ్ళా. dy by dx ఆఫ్ dy by dx చేయాలిగా, ఇది ఇక్కడ రేషియో ఉంటే మళ్ళీ u by v చేయాలి, అది మళ్ళీ కష్టం. చెయ్యొచ్చు ఇక్కడ రాయాలి కదా మనం dy by dx రాయాలి. ఇక్కడ రేషియో ఉంటే మళ్ళీ u by v రాయాలి కదా. అర్థమైందా? అర్థమైందా? కష్టమైంది, చేయొచ్చు అట్లా. ఓకేనా? రైట్, కష్టమైంది కొంచెం. ఇదంటే సింపుల్ వర్షన్ కదా, కాట్ రాసేయచ్చు. అలా కాకుండా ఇక్కడ రేషియో ఉంటే మళ్ళా దానికి u by v రాయాలి. So when parametric equations are given, how to find d square y by dx square? This is next. Look at it. So another model problem will be like this. Look at it. Now whatever I am telling important models in higher order derivatives, important models. Look at it. We will give like this. If y equals to e power 2 sine inverse x. He has given y. Now question 1. Two questions I will give on this. Question 1. He is asking 1 minus x square into y2 minus xy1 equals to xy1 equals to look at this model. y2 means what y2 means I told second order derivative. y1 means first order derivative. Instead of giving like that, he will give y2 and y1. Meaning is that second order derivative and first order derivative. Now first I have to calculate first order derivative. Look at it. Instead of dy by dx, shortly I will write y1. y1 means dy by dx. d by dx of e power 2 sine inverse x. This is dy by dx. y1 equals to. Now I will do the derivative of this. I will treat this as x. E power capital X. E power x is what? E power x into d by dx of capital X. This is first derivative. Second derivative means actually d by dx of this you have to do. But d by dx of that will be difficult. Instead of doing like that, one technique we will use is this denominator bring to this side. Instead of doing directly, I will use one technique here. So this root of 1 minus x square denominator I have brought this side, and then y1 equals to, this is y only, this is given one, 2y. Let us say first equation. This is the equation in first derivative. We want second derivative. What we will do is, this equation we will do the derivative on both sides. This equation we will do the derivative on both sides. 2 constant d by dx of y. This equation we will do derivative on both sides. Right? Now this is uv. This is uv. d by dx of uv. Root of 1 minus x square into d by dx of y1 plus y1 into d by dx of root of 1 minus x square. This is 2 into dy by dx means y1. dy by dx means y1. Now look at, you can easily tell d by dx of first derivative is what? Second derivative. d by dx of y1 means what? Second derivative this. Right? So plus y1 into derivative of this is what? This treat it as x, root x 1 by 2 root of 1 minus x square into derivative of this 0 minus 2x. Oh, like that equation we will differentiate. That will be easy. Look at now. Now 2 cancel. Take the LCM root of 1 minus x square. 1 minus x square into y2. Here minus xy1. This root of 1 minus x square that side. Root of 1 minus x square into y1. Now from 1 root of 1 minus x square into y1 is what? 2 into, this is 2y. That means your answer is 4y. Directly this. After doing the first derivative, he is asking in second derivative. That's why form the equation in first derivative and then that equation you differentiate both sides with respect to x. Then you will get this, what is the required one. If y1 you take, like you take this one, and then y2 if you calculate you want to substitute, means that will be difficult. Look at in this only second question, suppose let us say. In the same problem, in the same y equal to e power 2 sin inverse x only. Second question. Question number 2, let us say. He is asking 1 minus x square into y3 minus. Take this example. He is asking here third order derivative and second order derivative. Now for finding this one, take the equation which is in second order derivative. Till here we have done already. 1 minus x square, take this y2 minus xy1. Take this equation. Second order derivative one you take. Then both side d by dx you write. This. So now here uv. Here uv, that means 1 minus x square u into d by dx of y2, d by dx of second derivative. You will get y3, right, like this. Y3 plus y2 into d by dx of 1 minus x square, that is minus 2x. Again here uv minus of, this is u, this is v, x into d by dx of y1, that is nothing but y2 plus v into y1 into d by dx of x, that is 1. 4 into dy by dx is what? y1. y1. Now look at here. 1 minus x square into y3 minus 2xy2 minus xy2 minus 3xy2. Remaining terms you bring that side. Remaining terms, what are these? This is minus y1 that side. That means 5y1. 5y1, that is the answer. Like that, if the third order derivative is there, you use the equation of second order. If second order is required, use the equation of first order. If you do the derivative on both sides, obviously what he is asking you will get. These models are important examination point of view. Look at next. If x equal to sine t, comma, y equal to sine of 3t, given x equal to sine t, y equal to sine 3t, then 1 minus x square into d square y by dx square minus x into dy by dx plus 9y equals to. Suppose take this problem, take this problem. So now look at. So here x equal to sine t means t is nothing but sine inverse x. T is nothing but sine inverse x. Bring this side. That means y is nothing but, first approach will be y as a function of x. Y is nothing but sine of 3 sine inverse x. Now I am doing first derivative. I am doing first derivative. This first derivative. Now sine, that means this is x. What is sine actually? Cos of cos x into d by dx of 3 sine inverse x. That means 3 divided by root of 1 minus x square. 3 divided by root of 1 minus x square. Now that root of 1 minus x square, bring this side. Equal to 3 cos of 3 sine inverse x. Right? So now again I am doing this equation derivative on both sides. Equals to, look at, 3 into d by dx of this. This. So now this is u, this is v. U into d by dx of y, d by d y1, d by dx of y1, that means y2, second derivative plus y1 into derivative of root of 1 minus x square, 1 by 2 root x into d by dx of 1 minus x square minus 2x equal to 3 into d by dx of cos x. So minus sine x to into d by dx of 3 sine inverse x, 3 by root of 1 minus x square, 3 by root of 1 minus x square. That means 2 cancel here. So I am taking the LCM, root of 1 minus x square, 1 minus x square into y2 minus, look at here, xy1. This root of 1 minus x square, root of 1 minus x square will get cancelled. Minus 9 into, this is what? This is y. This is y. Minus 9y. So therefore answer is what? Plus 9y means 0. That is the answer. Like that, higher order derivatives means equation. Next, we will go to the next concept. We'll go to the next concept. Very important concept for an IIT point of view or mains point of view. Whatever I am discussing now. Derivative of inverse function. Derivative of inverse function. That means for f of x, inverse function will be there. F of f inverse x 4 dash, or otherwise d by dx of f inverse x. D by dx of f inverse x. In functions, we have seen how to calculate f inverse x, derivative of inverse function. Derivative of inverse function. For calculating, whenever he asks, calculate derivative of inverse function, you use this. Use f of f inverse x is nothing but x. Look at sine of sine inverse x is what x. Similarly, f of f inverse x is what x. Now use this equation always. Do the derivative on both sides. Do the derivative using this. Do the derivative on both sides. Do the derivative on both sides. Right? If you do the derivative, I want to write left hand side one derivative. You treat this as capital X. F of capital X is there. That means what is that? F dash capital X into d by dx of f inverse x equal to 1. This is nothing but f inverse x whole dash. Derivative of f inverse x. D by dx is nothing but what? F inverse x whole dash equal to 1 divided by this one. F dash of f inverse x. Like that we will solve. No need to remember this formula. You remember this rule. F of f inverse x you take and then d by dx on both sides. This you take it as capital X. F of capital X is f dash capital X into d by dx of capital X. This is nothing but our required derivative. That is nothing but bring this side. 1 by f dash of f inverse. This is derivative f dash. This is inverse. Look at. While solving examples, you will come to know how to use. Look at one problem. If G is inverse function of f, comma, f dash x equals to 1 by 1 plus x power 5, then g dash x equals to a 1 plus x power 5, b 5x power 4, c d. Look at this model, simple example. So given that g is inverse function of f, that means g of x is nothing but f inverse of x. F inverse x, he has given a g of x. Now you have to find derivative of inverse. Use this. What is the concept? F of f inverse x equal to x. You can take this relation first. Now f inverse x given g of x equal to x. This equation will become, this is what, g of x. Now doing the derivative on both sides. D by dx of x. Now what is the derivative of this? This treat it as capital X. That implies, proceed in this manner. F dash capital X into d by dx of capital X is what? G dash x, that is d by dx of x is 1. That means g dash x is nothing but 1 by f dash of g of x. Look at f dash x is given here. So f dash g of x means what? In place of x you substitute g of x. So f dash g of x will be 1 by 1 plus g of x whole to the power 5. That means 1 divided by 1 by 1 plus g of x whole to the power 5. That means your answer is what? Whole power 5. That is your required answer. This is nothing but g dash x. This is derivative of inverse function of f. Look at this is 1 by na f dash 2 means here you will substitute 2 na. Like that f dash g of x means what? F dash g of x means in place of x g of x. Like that whenever derivative of inverse function, first use this. From this we have to proceed. Look at another example. Suppose it is given like this function f of x equal to x cube plus 3x by 2 and given that g of x equal to f inverse x. G of x equal to f inverse x. Now what you have to calculate is g dash 1 number 2. G double dash 1. Look at this, very important model. G dash 1 and G double dash 1. That means g of x is what? F inverse x. Derivative, first derivative of inverse function, second derivative of inverse function. Now look at the same way we will proceed. So F inverse x is given g of x. G of x. Right? We will do the derivative on both sides. So derivative means what? You will get f dash g of x into derivative on both sides. That is 1. If you do the derivative, d by dx of this equal d by dx of this, what you will get? F dash g of x into g dash x equal to 1. So g dash x equal to 1 by f dash g of x. This what you want? G dash 1. Substitute 1. So that implies g dash 1 equals to 1 by f dash g of 1. F dash g of 1. Right? You want g of 1. Look at how to calculate g of 1. I will tell. Look at how to calculate. G of 1 I am calculating. What is it? G of 1, let us say it is x. Let us say its value is x. Right? G of 1 means what? G of 1 means f inverse 1. Look at g of x is what? F inverse x. G of 1 is nothing but f inverse 1. That means if you bring this side, f of x is what? 1. F of x is what? 1. That means f of x is what? X cube equal to 1. What you have to calculate? X. X such that x cube plus e power x by 2 equal to 1. By trial and error, you can easily say x equal to 0. Look at, if you substitute x equal to 0, this is 0 and e power 0 is what? 1. X equal to 0. X is what? G of 1. That implies G of 1 is 0. Here G of 1 we want. How to calculate G of anything is take that as x. G of 1 is nothing but f inverse 1, that is x. That means bring that side, f of x equal to 1. F of x is what? This. You form the equation. You take x value such that this is equal to 1. By trial and error you can say x equal to 0. That means x is what value? 0. X is nothing but what? G of 1. That means g dash 1 equal to 1 by f dash. G of 1 is what? 0. So that means f dash 0, if you calculate, you will get g dash 1. F dash 0 you can easily calculate. F dash x is nothing but, first we will calculate f dash x. So that means 3x square. What is the derivative? This is capital X. E power x is what? E power x by 2 into d by dx of capital X 1 by 2. F dash x you got now f dash 0. F dash 0 is nothing but 0 plus e power 0 1 by 2. That means 1 by 2. Now g dash 1 is what? 1 by f dash 0 2. Right? Here look at till here same procedure just as the previous problem. Right? 1 you substitute. Here you want g of 1. How to calculate the g of 1 is take that as x. So g of 1 is f inverse 1 equal to x. F of x equal to 1. F of x is this. You will get an equation. For that you calculate what is x by trial and error. X equal to 0. X is nothing but g of 1, 0 substitute here. So you have to calculate f dash 0. You can easily calculate by finding derivative and then substituting. So this is first derivative, g dash 1. He is asking g double dash 1. G double dash 1. Look at what you have to do. You have to find g double dash x. Just like this, g double dash x you have to calculate. Don't do the derivative of this. G dash 1 is to don't derivative d by dx of 2. That is not correct. You have to find g double dash x and then you have to substitute x. Look at. So g double dash x means first I want to find g double dash x. That means d by dx of g dash x. G dash x already you got this one. G dash x is what? This. That means observe carefully. 1 by f dash. Just substitute g dash x. 1 by f dash g of x. Now I want to write d by dx of this. Now what I am assuming is this is 1 divided by this, completely take it as capital X. That completely take it as capital X. That is of the form 1 by capital X. D by dx of 1 by capital X is what? D by dx of 1 by capital X is nothing but minus 1 by capital X square. D by dx of 1 by x, direct formula. Minus 1 by x square into d by dx of this f dash g of x. This. So now again we will do the derivative. Look at this, treat it as now capital X. This treat it as now capital X. D by dx of f dash x. So minus f double dash x f double dash x into d by dx of capital X g dash x divided by this one. Now this is second derivative. This is second derivative of inverse function. This is second derivative. G double dash x is nothing but this is the one. This is the one. Now what you need to calculate? G double dash 1. G double dash 1. G double dash 1. Take x equal to 1. X equal to 1 if you substitute minus f double dash g of 1 into g dash 1 divided by f dash g of 1 whole square. G of 1, you know what is it? 0. That means the above one is minus f double dash 0 into g dash 1 already calculated. G dash 1 is what? 2. G dash 1 already calculated. Divided by f dash of g of 1. That means f dash 0 whole square. You know f dash 0 also. F dash 0 is what? 1 by 2. F dash 0 is what? 1 by 2. So that means minus f double dash 0 into 2 divided by f dash 0 is 1 by 2. 1 by 4. That means minus 8 into f double dash 0. Right? F double dash 0 must be calculated. F dash x, you know here. Look at f dash x is this. F double dash x I will calculate. D by dx, look at d by dx of this plus d by dx of this. 3 into d by dx of x square plus 1 by 2 into, I am writing d by dx of f dash x. This d by dx of this. So 3 into derivative of x square is what? 2x plus 1 by 2 into d by dx of e power x is e power x into d by dx of x by 2 is what? 1 by 2. Now what is f double dash 0? If you substitute 0, this is 0. 1 by 2 into this is 1 into 1 by 2. 1 by 4. F double dash 0 is nothing but 1 by 4. That implies G double dash 1. G double dash 1 is nothing but minus 8 into F double dash 0. So minus 8 into 1 by 4. The answer is what? Minus 2. Like that you have to proceed. Next, we will see one more example on this. Look at one more example. G of x equal to f inverse x. Find g dash 3. Find g dash 3. Look at one more model. Derivative of inverse function. Derivative of inverse function. So what is that? F of f inverse x. So derivative on both sides. Derivative on both sides. So therefore you will get f dash of g of x equal to 1. You want g dash x. 1 by f dash of g of x. That implies what he is asking, g dash 3. Now what I want is g of 3. G of 3 I want to calculate. G of 3. Let us say this is x. Let us say this is x. G of 3 is nothing but f inverse 3 equal to x. That implies f of x equal to 3. F of x means what? Three. What is the x such that this is 3? X equal to 0. Generally, always think about 0. He will give such that at 0 it will become 3, like that. If this equation, if we substitute x equal to 0, what is that? 3. That means x equal to 0 means x is what? G of 3. That implies G of 3 is what? 0. That means our required is nothing but 1 by f dash 0. F dash 0 can be easily calculated. What is f dash x? Derivative of this 1, derivative of cos x minus sin x. F dash x is this 1 minus sin 0 is 0. That implies like that. Simple. Derivative of inverse function. Look at them in the last week. I told functional equations. F of x plus y equal to f of x into f of y. By using the derivative definition, f dash x equal to limit h tends to 0, f of x plus h minus f of x divided by h. This week is there. I think on Thursday, last Thursday I told. I will keep the link also in the evening in the Google Classroom. From that functional equations, okay, now those also you revise. This week, in this week's syllabus they are there. Okay, now we have already done previous week. Assignment also I have given. I will keep the link, that day link. You go through that. Look at next model. Look at this is also very sure question. Very sure and easy question. Look at. Let suppose it is given like this. F double dash x equals to f double dash x equal to minus f of x comma f dash x equal to g of x given. let some function is there. H of x is f of x whole square plus g of x whole square, or either this or you will give like this. Okay. Whole square. Like this you will give. Then the result is, I will tell how. Then number 1, h dash x equal to 0. H of x equal to constant. H of x is a constant function. Look at this, very important model. Now let us find h dash x. H dash x. So d by dx of this. D by dx of right hand side. This. Now look at f of x whole square. Treat this as capital X. This as capital X. D by dx of x square is what? 2x into derivative of f of x. Derivative of capital X. F dash x plus 2x 2g of x into g dash x. Derivative of capital X. Now look at f dash x is what over here? G of x. F dash x is g of x. Now if you look at g of x, so now g of x, this is the one. G dash x is nothing but f double dash x. G dash x is nothing but f double dash x. Derivative of f dash x is what? F double dash x. That means plus 2 into g of x. F double dash x is given minus f of x. This. That means you got h dash x equal to 0. That implies h of x will be what? Constant function. Constant function. This is the one. This point you have to remember. Same in this manner, if you do the derivative of this, it will become 0. Same manner. H of x is always constant. For any value of x, h of x will be constant function. This point you have to remember. Whenever such type of function is given, and this you will give like h dash x will be 0. Now look at how the problem will be. Note down, I will tell it here itself. Look at problem how he will give is suppose he will give like that. H of x equal to this. So he will give that h of 2 equal to 5. What is h of 20 plus h of minus 11? H of 2 equal to 5 he will give. H of x is what? Constant always. H of x equal to what? Constant. If you substitute 2, h of 2 is what? C. That means C is nothing but 5. Therefore, h of x is always 5. Always 5. That means this value will be 5. This value will be 5. Answer is what? 10. If one value is given, all the values will be constant. So substitute all the values same. Directly you can write 5 plus 5. That is 10. In the same manner, instead of here, he will put x by 2. Same question. Same. But in that case also same. F of x by 2 whole square plus g of x by 2 whole square. H of 2 equal to 5. Then this is same. Constant means this is 5, this is 5. Like that he will ask. Look at another question. Indirectly he will ask. In this same question, he will ask indirectly. Look at, suppose he has given the question like this. If f dash x equal to g of x comma g dash x equal to minus f of x minus f of x comma f of 3 equal to 5 equal to f dash 3 equal to f dash 3, then f square 50 plus g square 50 equal to dash. He will ask like this, right? So now you know that h of x is what? H of x is what? F of x whole square plus is constant. Same above equation only. Of course, here f dash x is g of x means what? F double dash x is what? G dash x. Same f dash x is what? G of x. Same, this is the one. This is g dash x is what? F double dash x equal to minus f of x. So h of x is this. This is what? Constant. This is what? Constant. Now what I am doing is substituting x equal 3. F of 3 whole square plus g of 3 whole square equal to c. I have substituted x equal 3. That means f of 3 is what? F of 3 is what? 5 square plus g of 3 is what? G of 3 is f dash 3. G of 3 is nothing but f dash 3, that is given 5. C. That means C is what? 50. C is 50 means always f of x whole square plus whole square is always 50. Is always 50. Now x equal 50. X equal 50 means what you will get? F of x whole square plus g of x whole g of 50 whole square is also 50. This is answer is what? 50. Just simple. This is 5 given na. 5 square plus 5 square 50. This is 5 square plus 5 square 50. That's all. Shortcut is this 5 is given means this will become 5 square plus 5 square 50, because that C is what? F of 3 whole square plus G of 3 whole square. Like this indirectly he will give. Next, look at it. Going to the next simple concept is there. Look at. Suppose x is a function of y. X is a function of y. Like this it is there. Like this it is there. Now what I am doing is both sides I am doing derivative with respect to y. Both sides d by dy of, I am doing derivative with respect to y. dy of f of y. D by dy of x means not 1. dx by dy. D by dy of x is dx by dy. For this f of y derivative is what? F dash y into dy of y is 1. D by dy of y is what? 1. Now this is f dash y. F dash, so f dash y, this is. So f dash y. Wait, not like this. With respect to x, you do. With respect to x, with respect to x on both sides. With respect to x on both sides, not y. D by dx of f of y. With respect to x on both sides. D by dx of x is what? 1. Now d by dx of f of y. First do the derivative of this into what I told? dy by dx. Into dy by dx. Right? F dash y I have written into d by dx of y. Right? Like this. This is dy by dx. Right? So that means dy by dx. Dy by dx is nothing but 1 by f dash y. F dash y means what actually here? F dash y means this is dx by dy. Dx by dy actually. Dx by dy. F dash x means dy by dx. F dash y means what? Derivative of x with respect to y. Derivative of x with respect to y. That means we have the relation both convertible. Dy by dx is nothing but 1 by dx by dy. 1 by dx by dy. Both are reciprocals. If you know dx by dy, you can write dy by dx equal to 1 by that. If you know dx by dy, you can write dy by dx equal to 1 by dx by dy. Look at how useful it will be. It will be. Suppose, especially when x as a function of y is given. Let us say ln of 1 plus y square. Suppose you have to find dy by dx, let's say dy by dx, right? So look at it is a function of y. That's why what I am doing is first I will calculate dx by dy. Both sides d by dy of I am applying d by dy of 1 plus y square. This is dx by dy. This is dx by dy. So then d by dy of means so logarithm. This is capital Y. This is capital Y. Log y is what? 1 by y into d by dy of 1 plus y square. That means this is 0. This is 0. D by dy of y square is what? 2y divided by 1 plus y square. Now I got dx by dy easily. And you can calculate dy by dx is nothing but 1 by dx by dy. That means the reciprocal of this 1 plus y square divided by 2y. If x is a function of y given, calculating dx by dy will be easy. Right? This is one method. So another method is previous method. Both sides d by dx of x equal to d by dx of 1 plus y square. Like this also you can do. D by dx of x is 1. D by dx of ln 1 plus y square into derivative of 1 plus y square is 2y into dy by dx. Into dy by dx. Therefore, same you got or not? Same you got or not? Any method you can do. X is a function of y means apply d by dy. Directly you will get dx by dy. And after that, dy by dx is nothing but 1 by dx by dy. 1 by dx by dy. Reciprocal. Suppose look at it. Suppose look at it. D square x by dy square. D square x by dy square is nothing but d by dy of dx by dy. D by dy of dx by dy. D by dy of dx by dy. Now we have seen this one. D square y by dx square is what? D by dx of dy by dx. Second derivative of dy by dx with respect to x. This is second derivative of dx by dy with respect to y. D square x by dy square, whenever you are writing d by dy of dx by dy. D by dy of dx by dy. Look at one problem. Very important problem. Whatever I am telling. Look at it. Very important problem. During IIT. This d square x by dy square. D square x by dy square equals to a. Whole power minus 1 b minus d square y by dx square whole power minus 1 into dy by dx whole power minus 3 c d square y by dx square into dy by dx whole power minus 2 d minus d square y by dx square into last dy by dx whole power minus 3. Look at the last one. Look at this. Look at this. So now d square x by dy square, for convenience, let us say y is f of x. For that only derivative, y is f of x. Let us, for convenience, this one. For convenience, y equal to f of x. Now d by d square x by, what is this meaning actually? D square x by dy square equal d by dy of d by dy of dx by dy, dx by dy. So look at, actually if you take like this, dy by dx is what? F dash x. dy by dx means f dash x. Now what I am writing is d by dy of, this is nothing but 1 by dy by dx. I am writing like this. 1 by dy by dx. That means 1 by f dash x. 1 by f dash x. Right? This is 1 by f dash x. Now I am differentiating. Look at this you take it as capital X. This you take it as capital X. That means 1 by x is there. 1 by x means what? Minus 1 by x square minus 1 by x square into d by dy of f dash x into d by dx of capital X you have to write, that is f dash x. That means minus 1 by f dash x whole square into what is the derivative of f dash x? What is the derivative of f dash x? F double dash x into dx by dy into dx by dy. That means this is nothing but minus f double dash x divided by f dash x whole square. Dx by dy is nothing but 1 by dy by dx. Dx by dy, this dx by dy is what? Minus 1 by dy by dx. Minus 1 by dy by dx. That means you got minus f double dash x divided by, this is also f dash x whole cube. This is also what? F dash x this is. That means your required answer is whole power minus 3. So minus f double dash x means, f double dash x means what is the meaning? D square y by dx square into f dash x is nothing but dy by dx whole power minus 3. This is the answer. Very important. Directly you will ask this question. Minus d square y by dx square means f double dash x definition. F dash x means dy by dx whole power minus 3. So that is the answer. Okay. So today evening also I will send one assignment of the 20 to 30 problems. Yesterday assignment and today's assignment, don't leave any problem. I will send the link. That Thursday class also, that functional equations you go through once. I have told all the problems and we have solved DPP also on that. Okay. Now today evening and tomorrow morning you revise all these things. Okay. Thank you all of you. Have a nice day.